I originally came to Contour Dermatology not as a patient, but actually to bring my dad, who had a skin cancer. And they were doing the Mohs procedure, which, since it was on his face, I thought would be the best thing for him. And that was the first time I had actually met Dr. Joshin. He had just opened, and I still can't remember how I actually ended up finding him, but very glad I did. We hit it off immediately. My dad had his surgery, and it went great. Then next I brought my son in to have some skin check. And then finally I got up the nerve. So I think in 2007, so it took a little bit of time. I originally started off with Botox, and that began when I left the office that day. I was like, well, let the addiction begin, and that was kind of the beginning of it. So then after the Botox, which I really love that, but not instant results, so then I decided to go to filler, which he does it and you see it. Have an obsession with my lips being crooked, so I started off with him adding to the one side, really liked it, and then like, I want them even bigger. So then I started just filling them. So made him promise though that he would rein me in a little if I got carried away. It's like, don't let me make them too big. So he's good that way. He definitely keeps me in check. I started getting then laser hair removal treatments. Originally, I kind of always wanted to do the hair removal, but I really wanted to do it under my arms. Originally, I at 32 was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. They removed all the lymph nodes under my right armpit, so it was kind of sunken in with the scar, and it also kind of numb, so I kept cutting myself unknowingly until I'd see a stream of red going down in the shower. So I thought, wow, it'd just be great to get the laser done under my armpits and not have to worry about that anymore. Great results. So then did the legs and the bikini line, and now I've got my husband doing his chest. So we all need to be hair free. So then I progressed into the more hardcore lasers. I saw those first crow's feet coming up after years of being in the sun when I was younger. Wished I hadn't, but at least now they have things to get rid of that. So I decided to do the CO2 laser, which got rid of all the wrinkling and crow's feet, and that was a few years ago now, and it's like it had just been done. It was great, love that result. Then I've done a few IPLs and refirm treatments. Just basically come to Dr. Joshin, point out any little dark spot or line or bump I see, and I'm like, okay, what gets rid of this? And there's always something, so I just keep up on it as it sneaks up on me. Normally on a day-to-day basis, I don't wear makeup. This is easier, I guess, but I've just found that I have no need to wear it. I do wear my sunscreen now. I'm good with that, or I'd be in trouble. So, but I have people come up to me and just ask, what are you using on your skin? And sometimes they look at me kind of funny and are like, no, I don't have anything on my skin. So I think they don't believe me. And then they come and look and they're like, wow, that's amazing. So then, of course, I tell them, like, come to see Dr. Joshin. And also about Retin-A. That was something he told me from the beginning, to use Retin-A. He'd write the prescription, I wouldn't fill it, I wouldn't start it, I don't know why. And I finally did, and it is amazing. So I use that every night, and I really notice a difference. And if I get tired and just go to sleep one night and don't wash my face and don't use it, it really just seems kind of dull the next day. So I wish I would have started when he told me originally to use it. So I've referred several people, not sure exactly how many, but a lot of people to come here, even strangers, but a lot of people that I know. And in fact, have a girlfriend who comes here from San Diego. She doesn't see a dermatologist in town. Convenient for her. She comes here and stays with me and makes all of her appointments now, just all of her procedures done at Contour Dermatology by Dr. Joshin, and the different laser staff and whoever else is doing the procedures. And after dealing with all the different medical issues that I had, you'd think that coming to a doctor would not be something I would want to do, but to me this isn't, even though they're serious and lasers and everything, this is like coming to a spa to me. I get excited, I can't wait to come, I can't wait to do things. When I run into a friend, I'm like, oh, sorry I didn't call you back, I just had a procedure. I am just like, oh, you're so lucky. So I can't wait to come and do any of the different things that I do. I'm always looking for the next great thing. In fact, he was just telling me that a new laser just arrived that does kind of the chest area here, which for that sun damage, which again, bad knee, doing that sunbathing when I was younger, so that's the next thing I'll be doing. So, and even though I can't remember how I heard about Dr. Joshin originally, I'm so glad that I ended up discovering him first, because I'm sure I would have eventually, but starting off with him, I am so comfortable with him as a doctor and as a great friend. And the entire staff at Contour, they just make you feel comfortable. You have your consultations, everything's explained, you know, they answer all your questions. You may think that there's something that you want, but when you describe the results that you'd like to achieve, they can guide you and tell you exactly what you should have, and they're great when they answer the phones. I mean, they really take care of you here. So from beginning to end, it's complete satisfaction. They're great.